Hey guys, what's going on? Today we got my boy's '07 Acura TL, and we're going to be pulling the headliner out of it and doing the Starlight Rolls-Royce headliner kit. Pretty excited. I'll show you all how to take this headliner off. It's actually pretty easy. Should only take maybe an hour or two. Depends if you're by yourself or not. Let me go get a light. That's a lot better. All right. So it's actually pretty easy to take this stuff off. All you're going to do is pull off these pillars. You need to make sure your batteries get disconnected first, but you're going to go ahead, stick a flathead screwdriver under here, pop this little guy out. This will come off. This has a plastic piece that covers the bolts that go in there. You just pop this off with your fingers and that'll come out. This light you can literally just pry out with your fingers and it'll come out. These little clips, they have a, let's see, they got a little piece in the back right here that you can stick a flathead screwdriver in. Stick it in there and then literally just take the whole thing and twist it and then pull it out. It comes right out. For the oh shit handles, you have these little covers that go over here. And they look like this. So they just sit on top of there, just like that. You'll want to pull the handle out. Get your fingers on the inside, which is right here. Pry it out. Comes out pretty easy. And then you'll do the same thing for the passenger side here. Alright, so once you get this little plastic piece down, you got these two screws right here. You can either use, I think it's a T25 or a flathead. If you know your stuff is going to be rusted out, you might want to use a T25. But if not, you can do it with a flathead and it'll come out just the same. Alright, and once you get this pulled out, you kind of got to play with it a little bit here. There's a wire connected to the back side of this with a clip that you want to get out. Scoot that back in and do some gymnastics, but yep, you want to get this wire unplugged and they should come off pretty easy. One hand, just a little push button right there up top. Alright, now we're getting to the light. You should be able to just pry underneath like that. Yep, and it'll pop right out just like that. Another connector. Oh, can we do it one-handed? I think we can. There we go. And you just set that off to the side. Oh boy, just like that. All right, so I got the driver's side light cover out. I'm gonna show you how to do the passenger side. You're gonna just take a really small screwdriver and you'll stick it right in here in the center. And you're just going to kind of push just a little bit. Make sure this is it and all the way. But you'll get it right in there. Try not to break the light. And then it'll come out just like that. And you can take that, put it off to the side. Then you have to pull these down to get access to the screws. All right, I got those little shields taken off. I'm pretty sure those are aftermarket. They don't look OEM, but I could be wrong. But once you take those off, there's a little 10 mil that you can see right back in there that you got to pull off. And same thing on this side. It's going to be a tight fit, so you'll need a 1/4 inch drive, 10 mil for that. And while I was at it, I ended up pulling off this what is this, the sunroof button? So all you do is, when this is all the way up in there, you just take that small screwdriver and pry it in from this direction, and it'll push this tab, and once that tab is pushed in, you'll be able to pull it down, disconnect this clip right here, get it pulled out. You can set that off to the side, just like that. So I was taking a closer look at these 10 mils in there. I don't know if y'all could tell, but it looks like it's been removed before because the plastic is broken right there, and the same on that one. and I haven't even started trying to pull this down yet. So if y'all see that in yours, just be careful. So I'm gonna have to be careful removing this so that way it'll go back in. All right, so when you're trying to get this piece down here in the center, all you're gonna do is put your finger in here, basically, where the light's at, and you're just gonna pull down, and this whole thing is gonna come off. You can get to those 4 bolts pretty easy, and this whole piece will come off. I just got all these bolts taken out. Some of these plastic pieces were already cracked, probably from it being so hot down here where we're at. But once you do that, you should just be able to pull this right down. There might be another plug connected to it, which there is right here. You get that disconnected, and then this wire right here will need to get disconnected as well. And then this whole front half right here will be ready to pull out. Just got the handles taken off. Everything here is taken off. When you go to pull this little box off, it's gonna have 2 T10s in the top up here. That's what you're gonna need to get that pulled off and just pull it straight out. Let's see, I got this B-pillar pulled out a little bit. Literally all you do is you just grab it on either side, pinch it, and then pull out. And then you'll be able to get your hand in there and pull it out a little bit more. But it shouldn't need to come out much more than that. Maybe another, probably say like 1/2 inch. So I just gotta do the same thing with this side, and then we'll start working our way to the back. So you got the got the rear handles pulled off. Dang, this thing is droopy. I'm gonna have to re-glue this back up. But you're gonna have to pull off this rear pillar as well to get this out. And it's exactly the same as the front that you got over there, where you just put your screwdriver in here, pop her out, pull her out, and then you'll have to kind of pry this whole piece out because this is just like a little plug. If that makes sense. And then moving up a little higher, we shouldn't have to do anything with this. We might just pop it down. But we got these rear lights right here. We're gonna have to pull these out. These ones you just pry up in between, kind of work them down, they'll come out. And same thing with this little guy right here. And then, yeah, after that, you can drop everything down, move it forward, fold it in half long ways. And I usually pull it out the passenger rear door, and hopefully you're able to open it up like that. You might have to take this seat, push it all the way forward and lean it down. And that might be kind of hard because I already disconnected the batteries and I'm not trying to have any of these airbags go off, but we'll see what happens. Holy cow. So yeah, on this rear light, you're gonna want to get your really small screwdriver and pry on this edge right here. So it'd be like right in here. You're gonna pry it up and pry it out. There it goes. And then you should be able to just wiggle this out just like that. And then you got 2 more bolts inside of there that you got to pull out, and then you could pry this and pull it down. I was mistaken for a second. I forgot about these 2. But yeah, definitely got to get those out to pull this off. So I realized I probably should have started filming this part, but yeah, once you get these guys popped out and you get this light out, you can actually leave this in. You don't need to pull that out. But it's really similar to the TSX, and I just did my TSX a little while ago. But mine, I had to pull out the plug that was here, so I guess on the TL Type S's you don't. But yeah, you're literally just gonna start prying around on everything, getting it to come down. And this will have to get re-glued back on there, but... And then on the back, you don't have to take this piece off. All you have to do is just slide it down. But yeah, you just gotta grab it once everything else is off. The back will be the last piece, and you just kind of push up on it and then pull out, and then you can pry down on it and it'll all come off. And then I think honestly getting it over these little pillar pieces is probably the hardest part. But then we'll fold it lengthwise, so try not to crease it in the center, but it'll basically fold like that, and then we'll pull it out this door right here. So you definitely have to finagle it through, but this is probably the most that I would bend it. And anything past that, like you already see it's starting to crease, but it's not gonna crease. And yeah, I wouldn't go past that. See, got it out all the way. This one's definitely gonna have to get re-glued before we put the stars on, but shouldn't be too bad. Just some Gorilla Grip or Gorilla Glue. Should be good to go. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm gonna show you actually how to do the stars in the headliner. This is just gonna show you how to take everything out of your Acura TL or your TSX. They're both really similar. You can watch this video if you're doing either or, but that's gonna do it for today, and I will catch y'all in the next one.